I'm breaking out, I'm breaking in. I just can't help this state I'm in. I'm on my way, y'all. So put your shades on, this light's so bright, it's blinding. I'm radiating love, I'm radiating love, I'm radiating love. Breaking free, I'm breaking ground. I can't explain this thing I found. The clouds have moved on. I got my groove on. This pep in my steps infectious. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. I've been stuck in a rut. I've been shit out of luck. I've been wondering what is up with me. And then I realize it's up to me to decide. I can just be radiating love. I'm radiating love. I'm radiating love. Radiating love, radiating love, radiating love,
You are an irresistible magnet with the power to attract unto yourself everything that you desire. We are radiating love right here and now. Welcome, everyone. Happy October. I'm the Reverend Jay Willick. I am the senior minister here at the New Thought Spiritual Center, and we are so happy that you are here to join us for our Sunday celebration. I'm very excited about today. A new month. We're deep into fall, more in other parts of the country than here in Southern California, but still. Fall, we're falling forward, we're moving forward. We have a new theme for the month. We're still going on with our 2020 theme, and let's look into that right now. Why are we here? Who are we, the New Thought Spiritual Center? I have a little quick video for you to watch, and it'll tell you all about us. Watch. Our 2020 theme is perception, and for October, our theme is awareness.
Our purpose is to reveal the divinity in you by awakening our heart, mind, and imagination to the universal creative force within. Our vision is to vibrate at the speed of the divine, experiencing our best self by being a clear, luminous, and dynamic force for good, with love always being the answer. And our mission, to use the principles and tools of the science of mind and spirit, new thought, neuroscience, and ancient wisdom to bust through, soar, and zoom into our greatest life, sharing that gift with all.
Yeah. And this month, during our theme of awareness, we are highlighting our vision statement, which is vibrate at the speed of the divine. And you may not be able to read the little quote I have at the bottom, but let me read that to you. It says, "The eye with which I see God is the same with which God sees me." And that's Meister Eckhart quoting something that he came up with in the Middle Ages so long ago. He was a Catholic mystic, and that really goes into the whole idea of namaste as well, because the God in me, the Christ consciousness in me, the inspiration of that universal creative power in me sees that in you, because we share that, we are one with that. And so the eye with which I see God is the same eye God sees me. So October, let's talk a little bit about October. As some of you may know, and as our sacred reader also enjoys, I have the Louise Hay from Hay House calendar. And I want to read a little bit of what October is about through this calendar. It says, this month, I take the time to truly nourish myself. I remember that what goes into my body affects my brain, so I make the best food choices possible. I love to prepare meals that are nutritious and delicious. I eat mindfully and do not multitask. I set a lovely table and focus only on the sensory experience I am having. Every bite I take shows my body tender, loving care and helps me to create optimal health. Now, that is very interesting. I'm sure she knew this when she wrote this, but a lot of festivals are going on. Autumn, fall festivals going on. One we are in the midst now. It started Friday night, I believe, and that is the Jewish tradition festival called Sukkot or Sukkos. It's the festival of the fall harvest. My memories of it were a lot of candy apples for some reason. And the Asian cultures, mostly the Chinese, but other Asian cultures celebrate the Moon Festival, where they make these moon cakes. They're these round fruit-filled cakes. And it's a celebration of the moon and how the moon affects the autumn harvest. An interesting thing about what Louise Hay had to say about October and how we should nourish ourselves. Funny thing is that today is National Cinnamon Roll Day. So I'm not sure how healthy that is for the body, but I know it is healthy for the mind in many ways, at least the cinnamon rolls that I have. So October, awareness, the fall, the autumn coming through, falling forward, knowing that everything that we are deciding, we are bringing to harvest comes to fruition. To do that and to help us get into the mood for that and the awareness of that in body and mind and spirit, in our intention through our gut, let us step into our sacred time. Let us open ourselves up to this sacred moment here in our celebration as we go into our guided meditation for this morning. Before I ring the bell, I want you to know that we may be using this book all month. We'll see. Another Anthony DeMello book that I have is actually called Awareness. Coincidence only? Well, actually, there's no coincidence. So spirit pulled me over towards that way, or whatever way it was. And when I was looking for guided meditation ideas for this week, my eye went straight to that book, and I went, perfect. Of course it's perfect. So let's take a deep breath together, and I'm going to ring in this bell. Here we go. Breathe in. Yes, let's take a deep breath in together. And let it out. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Leave them at a soft focus. You can watch the moving mandala. I changed it for this month, if you'd like. The only rule to a guided meditation is that you listen and hear and be as it inspires you the most. And if keeping your eyes wide open does it for you, that's the way it is. Let's rub our hands together. Yeah. Rub them together. Now stop and slowly pull your hands apart and feel that energy, that vibration. Can you feel that? It's still connecting each palm to one another. Let that widen out and envelop itself over your entire body, this vibration. As we purposefully connect to the Mother Gaia, to the planet, the Earth, this beautiful energy that we stand or sit upon. Allow that energy to come up through you, circulate around you, and bring itself back down to the earth in a revolution, a circulation of love energy. If you are not yet aware, become aware of the cosmic energy, the God energy that surrounds us now, that vibrates through us now. Maybe it's coming from the sides, maybe it comes down from the universe, down through the top of your head, down your spine, hitting all those energy vortexes that we have throughout our body. And allow that to vibrate through us, around us, within us, and also without us, sharing this vibration, this energy. And breathe deep. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and let it go. And breathe. Do you know what eternal life is? You think it's everlasting life. But your own theologians will tell you that that is crazy, because everlasting is still within time. It is time perduring forever. Eternal means timeless, no time. The human mind cannot understand that. The human mind can understand time and or deny time. What is timeless is seemingly beyond our comprehension. Yet the mystics tell us that eternity is right now. How's that for good news? It is right now. People get distressed when they're told to forget their past. They're so proud of their past, or they are so ashamed of their past. That idea is also not right. A little cray-cray, as they say. Just drop it. Whenever you hear or think or remember that idea of repent for your past, realize it's a great religious distraction from waking up. Wake up. That's what repent means, not weep for your sins. Wake up. Not weep for those mistakes, those supposed failures, those shoulda, woulda, couldas. Wake up. Understand. Allow. Learn. Move. Fall forward. Stop all the crying. Understand. Make a choice. Be aware. Wake up. And take a deep breath together. And exhale. Once again. At this moment, I would like for you to pick a name, an idea, an organization that you feel needs a lending hand for their healing, needs to understand, to wake up to the healing power that is within them right here and right now, and to shoot some healing energy towards them from within you. Find that name, place it upon your heart with your hand. And let us know together this one mind, this God power, this healing power, this loving power is present, palpable, in use. We are aware of it. We have been woken up to it at this moment. It is a power of beauty and healing that is not only within us, but around us. And I focus that power right now, that healing, loving, kind power, upon the name in my heart, in each of our hearts. Adding to it the names of those who are in the middle of the fires in California, who are fighting the weather in East, who are fighting anything in their lives, who feel struggle, who feel strife in their lives, that this healing power goes to them, unto them, through them, informing them, inspiring them to their next most powerful step in this healing. I recognize the love of the family of Jose, who this week goes into further healing himself, steps into the bath of love, of expertise, of clarity, so that whatever is required, whoever is required, is brought unto all of these people, all of these organizations, all of these ideas that are being spoken in our hearts right here, right now. It's a powerful light, a loving light, a healing light that vibrates within those names in our hearts. I'm so grateful. So very grateful and thankful for this palpable love that surrounds these ideas, that surrounds these organizations, these people who are named in this healing prayer. Knowing that our word, my word, your word, the word of God, is not only truth, but is in fruition, in fact, embodied right here, right now. As together we say, and so it is. Take that in. Be aware of its power, your power. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, shake and shimmy your shoulders if you like. And if you haven't already, slowly open your eyes and welcome back. So powerful. The power that is happening out there, I feel it. It's not just me. I can tell the difference between what is vibrating through my work, my personal work, and what is coming through me and with me and around me through the energy, because this is all energy. This whole internet thing is energy. It takes energy to go through this so you can hear my voice, or I can hear other voices. It takes energy for this machine in front of me to take the sound waves as well as the light waves and transmute it into the air and bring it into your computer or your phone or wherever you're receiving this, or later if you're watching this later. It's all energy. And when and as we are more aware of what our energy feels like, our godlike energy, our divine energy feels like, we know when other energies are in the mix. And I can feel it, and I thank you. I thank you for communing with all of us as a community. So now let's step into some more sacredness. We have a very special sacred reader that I'm so happy we get to have join us every once in a while when she's available. She's very busy. She's running around, on the internet, but for now at least, she's running around speaking places. And during the week, she is speaking with organizations and teaching workshops. And we are just, we're so happy that we get to have her every once in a while, and we get to be inspired by her. And so let me introduce the Reverend Dr. Ellen Contente. Here she comes. Dun, 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 dun. And there she is. Dun, dun, dun.
Hello, Reverend Jay.
Hi, good to have you.
Thank you. I'm so excited that I kick off Awareness Month with everyone.
Oh, good. And how have you been?
And of course, you know me very well. My October as well.
Yes, good. Oh, you have yours out as well and ready to rock. Good.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I love that calendar. It just adds to my daily stuff, my daily prayers and my daily, affirmations my affirmative incantation that I do. I don't just write them and go, all right, here you go, have at it. I do them too. So, and we have a new one this week, and we'll get to that. And let me step away and allow all of you to enjoy the wisdom and love from the Reverend Dr. Ellen Contente.
Thank you, Reverend Jay. And like I said, it's so nice to be with all of you for Awareness Month. So I want to kick off what I'm going to talk about with a quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. And he said, awareness is like the sun. When it shines on things, they're transformed. And as Jay said, I do a lot of corporate workshops, and most of what I teach is stress relief programs. As a matter of fact, I'm about to launch my Overcome Your Overwhelm program next Monday. But what I teach people is to become more aware of their signs and their symptoms, because we can't make any changes until we become aware of what needs to be changed. So, we have to bring awareness to what is present. And, what is awareness? I always like to look up the definition of, whatever it is I'm talking about. And so the dictionary says that awareness is the state of being conscious of something. More specifically, it's the ability to directly know and perceive, to feel, or to be cognizant of events. So from a spiritual perspective, for me, awareness is like waking up. And I think it's brilliant that Reverend Jay just talked about waking up. But it's waking up and remembering, oh yeah, that's right. I'm a divine expression of God. And when we have awareness of not only that we are a divine expression of God, or that everything is God, then we can really wake up and smell the roses. And I don't think we do that as often as we should. We walk around in this kind of unconscious state, and we're really not paying attention. So when we bring our full attention and bring awareness to everything around us, right, then we can really start to see the beauty and the love that is all around us. And the truth is, it is all around us. It's been feeling like we've just been living under this dark cloud for such a long period of time. And that there may be some truth to that. But as the quote says, right, awareness is like the sun. And the sun is always shining, even behind those dark clouds. And what I love about this particular quote, and why I chose this quote, is that awareness, is bringing light to a situation. And light, in essence, is healing, what Reverend Jay was just talking about, healing. And when we are healed, we are transformed. And it's not just healing what we see out in the world and seeing it differently, becoming more aware of the beauty and the truth of everything, but it's also about, healing within ourselves. So if we want to transform our health, then we must become aware of our divine perfection. And if we want to transform society, we need to bring awareness to the loving nature of spirit and the loving nature of man. And if we want to transform our planet, well, we must bring awareness to the delicate balance of cohabitation. Because we can no longer sleep through our lives. We can no longer live unconsciously day to day, right? Hitting the snooze button and saying, tomorrow, right? Well, maybe tomorrow I'll take better care of myself, when I feel better. Maybe tomorrow I will donate to those in need when I have some more money. Maybe tomorrow I'll focus on my dream, right? When everything kind of settles out there. Well, today is the day. Today is the day to wake up. Today is the day to get up and to stay up. And my acronym for staying up is standing in truth, aware of your unlimited potential. So let's just stand up and say our affirmation. So let me go ahead and get to that. Jay always has these beautiful, amazing affirmations. And so what I invite you to do is, first of all, just become aware of how you're feeling right in this moment. Take a nice, slow, deep breath, focusing in again on that unlimited power that you have within. Take another nice, deep breath and just take these words in. I am awake. I bear witness to my thoughts, and I pay attention to those that ignite my life with love, kindness, respect, dignity, health, and prosperity. All others I learn and transcend through my highest. As light pours through me like the rays of the sun, day or night, my heart is bright and awake. It sparks feelings that illuminate and support my dreams. And from them, I breathe this light back into the nostrils of the universe, bringing my clearest vision of abundant ideas alive. Awake to my divine nature and communing with the constant amazement of the beauty that surrounds me, I rejoice with a mighty sound, a grateful heart, and a loving spirit. And so it is. Namaste.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for that beautiful affirmation.
Okay.
That was just perfection.
Good.
On paper and now into the universe.
Yeah, now into the universe. I appreciate that. Bringing that up, I want to say, I keep looking at you instead of looking at you in the camera. I want to remind people that I write these affirmative incantations. And for those who don't know, I call them affirmative incantations now instead of affirmations, because to me, we are creating as we speak this twice a day is what I recommend. And not only speak it either aloud or internally as we read it, but to experience it as we speak it. Don't just say words. That we are transforming, transmuting, transcending from what sometimes we feel is impossible or even improbable, at least, to possible. We change our thoughts, we change our thinking, we change our beliefs, we change our life by using these affirmative incantations to bring that possibility into our lives. And then from there, we change our lives to be that at all times. I just want to remind people every once in a while why I write these at the lengths that I write these, and that Every morning when you wake up and every evening before you go to sleep is the time to put these into your mind and your body and your life. So thank you so much. The Reverend Doctor, the Dr. Reverend, she'll be back a little later to do some good old spiritual mind treatment over the donations we received today. And we so appreciate, so love when Ellen is here. Next, some music. Well, I picked some interesting, fun music for you today. Singer-songwriter Don McLean, in a song that some people may not know because a lot of people only know the couple of songs that he's most famous for, but this is a beautiful and an interesting song, and it will make you think. Well, it'll help bring you into what I want to speak about today. So here he is, a video for Don McLean.
And if she asks you why, you can tell her that I told you that I'm tired of castles in the air. I've got a dream I want the world to share, and castle walls just lead me to despair. Hills of forest green where the mountains touch the sky, a dream come true. I'll live there till I die. I'm asking you to say my last goodbye. A love we knew ain't worth another try. Save me from all the trouble and the pain. I know I'm weak, but I can't face that girl again. Tell her the reasons why I can't remain. Perhaps she'll understand if you tell it to her plain. How can words express the feel of the sunlight in the morning in the hills, away from city strife? I need a country woman for my wife. I'm city born, but I love the country life. For I will not be part of her cocktail generation. Partners waltz, devoid of all romance. The music plays, and everyone must dance. I'm bowing out, I need a second chance. Save me from all the trouble and the pain. I know I'm weak, but I can't face that girl again. Tell her the reasons why I can't remain. Perhaps she'll understand if you tell it to her plain. And if she asks you why, you can tell her that I told you that I'm tired of castles in the air. I've got a dream I want the world to share, and castle walls just lead me to despair. Ooh, da, 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 da.
Yeah. I have a quote I want to begin with today. Henry David Thoreau wrote this in his book, Walden. He said, "If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put the foundations under them." This month, of course, is the month about awareness. Awareness is our theme. Awareness is about being awake, mindful, conscious about who we are, what we want, and where we want it. Dreams, now the castles in the air type dreams, we all have them. We've all had them. We are all going to have more of them, and some of them we've let go. But all those types of dreams, the castles in the air kind, are the beginnings of any idea, the beginnings of any manifestation or any journey, the beginnings of any of our steps into increased self-confidence, increased awareness. They start as dreams. Dreams are an experimentation of the mind where we see a brighter future, usually, where we experience our greatest strengths. We imagine our successes. Sometimes we even imagine our failures, but we imagine learning from them. We take these dreams of failure and use them to propel us to fall forward into our next success. Those types of dreams are where we envision our best life. As Gloria Steinem said, dreaming, after all, is a form of planning. Now, you may ask, what's the difference between daydreaming and mind wandering? Because a lot of times we get confused. Oh, that whole having dreams and daydreaming and visualizing and stuff, that's just mind wandering. Now, mind wandering, that's not true, because mind wandering is usually what we do when we're distracting ourselves from what's going on in front of us. We are trying to get off task. Well, we may stay on task with whatever we're doing, but we're staring in the air and just musing about other things because this task is boring or, the same task we've been doing over and over again. Sometimes mind wandering is just, looking out the window on a train, for those who still take a train. And usually mind wandering is without a specific purpose other than to be distracted from what's in front of you. It's something you don't want to attempt while driving or handling heavy machinery or pointy objects. Don't let your mind wander, be focused. But mind wandering can be a powerful precursor to daydreaming. It allows a flow of discovery. And a flow of discovery is a wonderful thing because daydreaming is a visionary fantasy. So when you're daydreaming, which is where our dreams come through, it's usually pleasant thoughts of hopes or ambitions, ones we imagine to come to pass, and ones we imagine we are going to, or at least want to, experience in real time while we are awake. And this daydreaming lends to and leads to an active visualization. We imagine, we visualize, there's a whole story, we then envision it, and it becomes one of our lists, part of our lists of what we desire in our lives, what we eventually require in our lives. Paulo Coelho said, be fully awake if you want to dream. See, daydreaming is focused. It's usually intentional. It's an imaginative what-if mental project, so to speak. It possesses a narrative structure, a story. It's usually full of plans and goals. It's colors. It's people that we know or want to know. It shows feelings felt, and we experience those feelings felt as we are in this daydreaming, as we are in this imagination session. It's a mental picture of purpose and success. That's the difference between daydreaming and just letting your mind wander. It's like a seed with potential to grow into a majestic sequoia. that little seed of an idea turning into that mustard plant, like we've talked about many times before. But these castles in the air, because that's what dreams are, at least at first, these castles in the air, they're also like architectural blueprints for a building. They're only a potential. They're only a dream, a design of a dream, a design of a future that is possible, that you want, that you then eventually require. But until we start to pour the concrete of a foundation under it and pound the wood and nails together, it remains just a dream, just a piece and an idea on an architectural blueprint. Now, as we daydream and as we become unified with our best self in this daydream, it becomes a precursor to the mental equivalent of having that daydream, of living that dream. It becomes the precursor of the manifestation of that dream. In order for it to move from a vision to an envision, remember, an envision is something that we embody, that we really feel the feelings of it, feel the experience of it in our mind, in our imagination. In order for that vision to become an envision, to go from fantasy to fact, is we must live it on the inside. We must live it on the inside in order to build it on the outside. So I want to give you a few building tools. The first one is to find the meaning it has for you. What is the meaning of this dream? Whatever they are, whether it's a career dream, a relationship dream, a health dream, whatever that dream is, going to some part of the earth or another planet dream, find the meaning it has for you. It has to have meaning, not just, oh, wouldn't it be fun? There has to be an intention and a meaning that fills your heart. There's a parable of the fisherman that reads, one day a fisherman was sitting by his boat while playing with his child on a beautiful beach. And his fishing pole was resting against the boat. And this wealthy businessman came walking down the beach trying to relieve some of the stress of his work day. And he was kind of curious and a little bit horrified at the sight of this fisherman wasting like the second half or the last quarter of a day just hanging out with his kid. And he asked, "Hey, why aren't you out fishing, buddy?" And the fisherman looked up at the businessman and smiled, and he replied, "Because I've already caught enough fish for one day." And the businessman, "Well, why don't you catch some more?" "What would I do with them?" replied the fisherman. "Well, you could earn extra money, for one thing," said the businessman. Then you could buy a bigger boat. You can go into deeper waters, catch more fish, and you could make enough money to buy nylon nets and catch even more fish and make more money. And with that money, you could buy a couple of more boats, maybe 3 more boats, and eventually you have a whole fleet of boats, and you can be rich like me. Don't you want to be rich like me? And the fisherman looked at him and he said, "Then what would I do?" "Well, then," said the businessman, "you could really enjoy life." The fisherman looked at his little girl, looked around him, and then looked at the businessman and said, "Well, what do you think I'm doing now? Your dream is your dream. It's not about more, more, more. It's about fulfillment, fulfillment, fulfillment. A heartfelt purpose with a mission and a vision." Carl Jung said, "Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes." Awaken to the why. more than the what of your dreams. Why are you having this dream? What does it mean to you? What is the feeling that you have as you experience it? Awaken to the why, and that will be a foundation builder. Building tool number 2, hold the vision. Get clear on what you want this dream to look like, smell like, taste like, feel like. It's just like when I teach spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. It's not just the great words. It's not just the attachment, the communion with the divine within you, the revelation of the idea you want to declare and manifest in your life has to be real for you, so the universe with that specificity can bring it into your life. The law needs to know what it looks like, what it smells like, what it tastes like, what it feels like to you, not only in your heart, but in your hands. And everything has a taste, smell, and feel, even if it doesn't seem like it. Use this form of envisioning as your motivation, a compass point to keep you going in the right direction. It's imagination, visualization, and specification. That helps lay a foundation under your castles in the air. Building tool number 3, baby steps. Don't get all freaked out. I got to do all these things. That's a lot of stuff. Baby steps, my friends. Identify your milestones and gap areas. Reverse engineer your success. What will bring this into your life? What do you need to do? What actions do you need to do to bring this into your life? Your specificity, your feeling, your knowing, your tasting, your experiencing it in your mind and your imagination, in your divine matrix and in your gut informs the law. But what action are you taking in your life? You can reverse engineer that. You can figure out the action steps you can make for each milestone. Is it networking? Is it researching? Is it outsourcing? Is it content creation? Break it down in smaller chunks. Either way, simple tasks that you can accomplish in education, bettering your current skills, whatever they are, in connections, who are your allies, finding your allies to assist you in any resource that you may need to complete the foundation of the dream, including spiritual communions, especially including at 1 minute with the universe. Do the actions, hit the milestones one at a time, and have confidence going in the direction of your dreams. Now, some of this may include, this journey may include some fearful moments, some terrifying moments even, some unknowing, some difficulties, but that's okay. Go towards them and through them. Make those baby steps with all the boldness that you can muster at that moment. They're part of the adventure that builds your life of majesty. The life of majesty you decided you require, and the life of majesty that is always there awaiting us. Building tool number 4, connect with spirit and stay in tune with having your dream. Henry David Thoreau also said we must learn to reawaken and keep ourselves awake, not by mechanical aid, but by an infinite expectation of the dawn. An infinite expectation of the dawn. Expect it as you commune with nature, as you commune with the divine, as you commune with God. Expect the dawn to come. Our inward reflection and inner work projects outward. Peace within reflects on everything we see and do. As Dr. Frankenfurter said in the Rocky Horror Show, or the Rocky Horror Picture Show, if you're only aware of the movie, don't dream it, be it. The Science of Mind teaches us that the relationship between the individual and the universal mind is one of reflection. We reflect into our lives those castles in the air that we have laid a foundation under by using attention, awareness, focus, feelings, and the thoughts that go with those feelings, and the beliefs that settle in, that get concretized as we have these feelings. I started with a quote from Walden by Henry David Thoreau, a very famous quote. I'm sure you've all heard it, at least in junior high. And I want to read the whole paragraph from the conclusion of Walden, the book about his experience of living in Walden Pond and being away from the city life that he lived. And he said, I learned this, at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. He will put some things behind, will pass an invisible boundary, new, universal, and more liberal laws will begin to establish themselves around and within him. Or the old laws will be expanded and interpreted in his favor in a more liberal sense, and he will live with the license of a higher order of beings. In proportion as he simplifies his life, the laws of the universe will appear less complex, and solitude will not be solitude, nor poverty, poverty, nor weakness, weakness. If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put the foundations under them. It's not about chasing your dreams. I'm not asking you to chase your dreams. It's about being a reflection of your dreams. It's about going from imagination to contemplation to realization to initiation. It's about going from a vision to envisioning it, being a part of it, having it be a part of you. From fantasizing about it to being it, to living it. The final building tool I want to share with you is never let anyone else's opinion about what is and is not possible in your life become your reality. Your dream is your dream. You don't even, and some people will say, it is better that you do not share it outside of yourself. None of your dreams are impossible nor ridiculous. They are a start of something that could possibly change your world, but they are a part of something that may adjust itself, but will become reality as you put foundations under it, as you concretize it. Because without dreams, nothing really happens, nothing really changes in our lives, nothing grows, nothing evolves. So dream bold, dream big, build those luscious, rich, mouth-watering, divine-inspired castles in the air. Then bravely lay a concretized foundation. Concretized, not a word usually here. Concretized meaning a concrete, a specific, an embodied foundation under them. And then start building your greatest, most fun, most sexy, most prosperously abundant, vibrant life today, right here, right now. Have those dreams. Have fun with those dreams. And then use those building tools to put a foundation under them and allow that law of cause and effect, the divine power, to bring them into your life today. Namaste. Thank you. So great to be with you. I would like to give you the opportunity now to share your treasure with us. I so appreciate the time that you share with us, that you commune with us, because as you are communing with us, of course, you are communing with the divine. You're communing with the divine at all times, but when you're with us as well as when you're reading the affirmative incantations, being a part of that when you're doing your affirmative prayers and other spiritual practices, you are communing with the divine. But so too, when you are in this hour with us, you are communing with the divine as a community. And we so appreciate your time in doing so. And of course, those that join us on the broadcast, we appreciate your talent. Well, now it's time to appreciate your treasure, your love offering that keeps this vision going. This vision is not just something we say, some word that comes in our minds and out our mouths. It's not just some expression of, isn't it nice, that wouldn't it be nice if we all vibrated at the speed of the divine? There is work that has to be done here in this organization, as well as within each and every one of us individually. And in order for us to continue this vision and the mission and purpose that surround it, we need you to share, to have a love offering, sharing your treasure with us. So please, at this moment, if you could take out your check. For those of you who are writing a check, please take that out now. For those of you who are going to the various places, we'll show in just a moment. We'll show you how you can share your love offering with the New Thought Spiritual Center. Steve, could you put those up for me right now? Let me go through those, and then we'll go through our prayer. You can always go to our website, newthoughtsc.org, newthoughtsc.org. There's a button in the right-hand corner. I don't know which would be right for you, but the top right-hand corner, there'll be a button that says donate, and on other pages there are donate buttons that'll take you to a place where you can go into PayPal, and even if you don't have a PayPal account, you can use your credit card that way, or you can go straight to your PayPal account by going paypal.me/New Thought SC. That will take you to your PayPal account, and when you log in, that'll send the money directly to us. If you have the Givelify app, you can just use that. We're in there. Tap, click, and you're done. And finally, if you'd like to send us a check, have at it. We get checks in the mail, comes to our office, no problem. New Thought Spiritual Center, 4821 Lancashire Boulevard. We are in suite, but you can just put the number sign F, as in Frank, 133, and that's in North Hollywood, California, 91601. Any amount is fine. We are here for you, and we accept your love offering. That is the best for you, will be the best for us. And we thank you. So let's take right now. This is a representation of your love offering. Put your hand on your heart and follow this with me. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. My main squeeze God. I joyously contribute to the vision of this spiritual center, my spiritual center, the New Thought Spiritual Center, knowing that it returns to me, which it will, multiplied abundantly. As we let go of, I can't share. As we get over that, as we get over that, so much starts returning into our lives. And in this case, we're talking about the prosperity of money. So now I want to bring back the Reverend Dr. Ellen Contente. Are you there, Ellen?
I am here. I'm still here.
Oh, give us good. Give us a little goodness of spiritual mind treatment over our love offerings today.
Absolutely. So I invite everybody just to take a moment to just be in the awareness of your prosperity. Tap into the truth that you are unlimited and that money is God in action. And that we could never be disconnected from that prosperity, from our unlimited nature. And so knowing that there is a divine flow and that money is God in action, and knowing that we are all connected, knowing that when we give, we receive. I know that the New Thought Spiritual Center is overflowing in tithing, donations of every kind, PayPal, checks, credit cards, cash. It is floating down from the sky, shining on all of us, because we all do experience and share in that abundance. And I am grateful today to give not only my time and talent, but my tithe, which you will see later today.
Oh, thank you.
And so with that truth, that gratitude, that thanksgiving, I just release my word knowing that it is done. It is done in love. It is done in prosperity. And it is done with such joy. And together we all say,
and so it is. And there is, I don't know where you are. There is an example of time, talent, and treasure giving and coming back multiplied abundantly, because this is a very, very busy person, even in this whole idea of everything's online, sharing her incredible talent to inspire and inform people of their greatest lives and what to do. Okay, so Steve's waving at me. Yeah, what? Okay, so thanks to Ellen. We want to remind everyone also that we are on social media everywhere. Please like us, subscribe to us, follow us, watch us, do all those social media things on Instagram, YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, New Thought Spiritual Center, Instagram, New Thought SC, as well as Facebook, New Thought SC, as well as Twitter, New Thought SC. So we're everywhere. Please follow us and watch us. If you would like to be on our mailing list, go ahead and send me on my personal page if you like, or messenger on the New Thought Spiritual Center Facebook page. Or send us an email at ntsc@newthoughtsc.org, and I'll make sure that you get our newsletter. We do 2 a week. One has my talk in it, and the other one has a nice article and information about the Sunday celebration, as well as the affirmative incantation for the week you're in and the week that begins today on the next Sunday. So lots of information, lots of fun, and please join us. Let me give thanks, of course, to once again, Reverend Dr. Ellen Contente. Such a treat. And our hearts and our love and our prayers are with Jose this week as he embarks on new healing and continued healing in his journey on this wonderful life. And any of you, we so enjoy sending love through this medium to you, and thank you for being here. I want to thank Steve Afferson, the great DJ App, and he's clapping for himself. And this is the thing, I think this is the thing you do on Zoom, so you don't clap, because on Zoom, if you clap, then your face pops up or something strange like that. So we thank Steve and all his work, and he's around and with us at all times. We are grateful and fortunate. And he'll be back later this month with a new song. putting the pressure on. A new song. So thank you all for being here. Let us close right now before we go to a final song, a final video song that it just popped in. I wasn't even looking for it. And you're gonna dig this if you haven't seen it already. Let us together take a deep breath. Let it out. Oh, awareness. We are perceiving our awareness right here and right now. Perceive it. And now we bring, through the power of the divine that is within each and every one of us, that we are connected to intentionally at this very moment, bring that perception into our life experience. We are aware. We are aware of our abundance. The abundance that is allowing us to prosper at all times. We are aware of our abundance that is naturally available to each and every one of us for our health, for our body. And we bring that into our lives. We are aware of the abundance of creativity that surrounds us and is in our lives in so many ways. Whatever that creativity looks like in your life, it is there right here and now. We are aware and we embody it and we experience it. We are aware of all that is required for love in our lives, for health and happiness and prosperity in all parts of our lives. That awareness allows us to take our castles in the air, to take our dreams, to take the ideas we want to declare and reveal in our lives that we have decided is going to show up. We are aware that we have now put foundations under those castles, under those dreams, so that the law knows to work its magic, work its work, do its thing, whatever that is, not our problem. To bring into fruition, to bring into the body politic, to bring into form that which we require right now, our dreams. The dreams we have laid a foundation under, the castles in the air that are now supported by the power within. We are aware of this, and we experience this right here, right now, and forevermore. Forevermore. Grateful for this knowing, grateful for these words, grateful for each and every one of us and the power that we reveal and shine in the world. I release this treatment, this prayer, this affirmative life into manifestation. And the law says, yes, I got it. Here it comes. Here it comes. As together we say, and so it is. Amen, ashe, amen. Hallelujah. Have a most fabulous, bold, succulent, foundation-built dream of a week. And we'll see you next Sunday. Thank you so much for joining us. And enjoy our special guests, Lady Gaga, and more. You'll see. It's great. The prayer. Namaste, everyone. See you next week.
I pray you'll be alright and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. So when we are on your sense of wilderness, di fraternità, la forza che tu dai. We ask that life be kind and watch us from above. Ognuno troviamo. We hope each song will find another soul to love. this be your prayer. Let this be your prayer. Just like every child. Just like every child. Need to find a place. Guide us with your grace. Sento che ci salve.